Hi everyone, are you in the market for an indoor electric griddle? Well, today I will be reviewing the griddle that I bought a few months ago. I'm excited to tell you all about it, so let's go ahead and get started. Now here we have the All-Clad electric grill with Autosense. But before we get started with the review, let me just share with you my love for kitchen appliances. I really like to try kitchen appliances because I try to make things easier for me in the kitchen because I love to cook. And some things has been like a total flop and I ask myself, why did you buy that? And other things I cannot do without. So now back to the review. Okay, this grill here has what is known as Autosense technology, and you may be saying, what exactly is that? Okay, so when you begin to cook your food on the grill, you have to tell the grill exactly what you're cooking. And based on the amount that you put on there, how many pieces, and the thickness of the food, it cooks it to perfection. Now I will say that everything I have cooked on here, when the grill beeps, it was done, but I also have a digital thermometer that I like to use just to make sure that everything is correct as far as the internal temperature. But that is the purpose of Autosense technology. You don't have to keep like lifting up the grill to check and see if it's done. Basically when it beeps, it's supposed to be done. Okay, now the next feature are the cooking modes. You have 3 cooking modes with this grill. You have the automatic mode, and it has 6 preset programs based on what you're cooking. It has a custom temp mode if you want to grill fruits and vegetables or kind of customize what you're cooking. And it also has a one-touch defrost button, so you don't have to wait for things to thaw out. You can take them from the freezer to the grill. Okay, so this grill also features a cooking level and temperature indicator. And basically you can customize what temperature you want your food, but this feature is good for steaks. And I will move right here because as the food is cooking, the lights will start blinking when it's in rare mode or when it's the food is in medium. And this is really good for people who like steak. Like for example, if we have guests over, my husband and I, we like our steak medium, but someone may want their steak well done. Well, these lights will start lighting up, and so when it goes off and says medium, we can go ahead and take our steak off, then close the grill back down and continue cooking the steaks for our guests that are, that want it well done. Okay, and the last feature for this grill is the easy to clean and dishwasher removable, the non-stick plates. I will attest to that. You literally just pop it off. Now, before I put it in the dishwasher, I kind of rinse all the food debris off. But they're real easy to clean, non-stick, so I definitely enjoyed that. So let's go ahead and actually look at the grill and the features that we just talked about. Okay, so this is basically the handle and where you kind of program everything. This is our power button here. If you're cooking something and want a custom temperature, this is what you'll select. We also have the preset settings for if you're cooking a burger, chicken, if you're doing a sandwich, pork, red meat. You can cook fish on here, and this frozen button is basically the defrost button where it goes from freezer to the grill. And you always have to press the OK button, and then that's just to get everything started and get everything preheated. And this is the temperature indicator, what we talked about earlier, to where like when you're cooking a steak, it really helps you a lot to determine if someone wants theirs well done or medium. This is what you'll be looking at when you're cooking a steak. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to turn the power button on, and as you can see, everything is kind of flashing, lighting up, waiting for you to select what it is that you're cooking on the grill. Today we are going to cook some grilled chicken breast. Have you guys ever went to Longhorn Steakhouse? Well, they have a Napa Grill Chicken that I just love, and I've tried to duplicate it. That's what I'm going to cook tonight. But when my friend and I, we go to spin class, and after spin class, we'll sometimes go to Longhorn for lunch. I think it is so good. It's also a great way to refuel, and so I'm going to try it tonight. I don't have like a recipe. I just go off what I taste on the chicken, and basically it's just a grilled chicken breast, but they make like a sauce to go on it, and it has like grilled mushrooms, artichoke, and sun-dried tomatoes, and it is really good. With the sweet potato, I put just a little bit of cinnamon, brown sugar, and butter on there, and it really like fuels me up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and select chicken because that's what we'll be preparing today. And then, like I said, you have to press OK, and this is lighting up. So let's go ahead and press OK, and then right here you'll see that it is starting to preheat. Okay, so here is my chicken breast right here. I am not going to make this into a cooking class because I do love to cook, but I will tell you this about when I cook chicken breast. I always brine my chicken breast for a few hours because, you know, chicken breast is really easy to dry out, and that just by brining the chicken breast, you know, it kind of keeps the moisture in and just, you know, not make the chicken breast really dry. And also a lot of times I like to get the thin sliced chicken breast, but if I can't find those, I'll take a chicken breast and kind of cut it if it's really thick. And that way it won't take you that long to cook, and it'll kind of cook more evenly. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our grilled chicken breast. Okay, so here are our chicken breasts all seasoned and ready for the grill. And also, when you take your chicken out of the water, or if you brine it like me out of the brine, kind of take a paper towel and like get the excess moisture out, because that will also help. So now what I am going to do is everything is preheated and it's ready to go. So we're going to go over here to the grill. I am going to lift it up and let's see how many we can put on. Now, some of the chicken breasts I did have to kind of like slice it, and others were okay. So I'm just gonna put this on, and I like to put mine on kind of like, you know how you get the grill mark, kind of like horizontally or 45-degree angle one way, and then when you flip it the other way. I'm not a professional on that, but I just, if they have grill marks, I like to put that on. So right here we can get 3 on, and that's what I say. The only thing I'm not a fan of, I wish that it had just a little bit more cooking space. But anyway, we're gonna put our top down because my husband says I act like I'm cooking for an army. But once we have our top down, you see how the lights start moving, and it's going to let you know rare, medium, and well done. So we'll let this cook, and then we'll test it with our thermometer to make sure that everything is done once I hear the beep. Okay, so while our chicken breasts are cooking, I went ahead and I scrubbed the sweet potatoes really well with our vegetable brush, and I am going to go ahead and place those in the oven to start baking. Okay, now as you can see, we're moving on up to medium, and each time it reaches a certain temperature, you will hear a beep. But what I do like about the Autosense is I don't have to keep, checking as many of times. I can come over, I can flip the chicken breast, and I can go back to what I am doing because of the Autosense technology. So while this is cooking, I am in the process of making my sauce to go over the chicken. So that really saves me a lot of time. Like, I don't have to hover over the grill. I can just let it cook. It beeps, it let me know, and I can just check it and continue on with the next batch. Okay, so here is my digital thermometer that I use. I got this from Amazon, and I will link it below. I really like it, but I am going to go up here, and as you can see, the grill is telling me that my chicken breast is ready to take off. So let's go ahead and let's check it with our thermometer before we take it off. Now, were you guys able to hear that beep? It's just like a little beep to let you know that everything is ready. You see that it's well done. So what I'm going to do, okay, I just wanted you guys to hear the beep. So let's go ahead and lift it up. Here are our chicken breasts, and I'm going to try to do this with one hand. I'm going to try to let you see the temperature on here with my digital thermometer. Okay, so I'm just going to stick it right here in the middle, kind of like in the thickest part, and I'm going to move over, and yes, it's definitely ready, but we'll take that off and we'll start our next batch. Now let me tell you guys about when you cook multiple batches that I am not a fan of. You have to start all over with the process when you're cooking the next batch. Like, you see how I just took everything off? Well, you just can't put another batch on and like close the lid. So what you have to do is you have to close the lid, and then you see how it starts blinking again? So you have to select what you're going to cook. We're going to select chicken, but then you have to give it time to, and then you have to do, okay, you have to do that for every one, but you have to give it time to preheat again. And that's like the only thing that I'm not a fan of, because like you just can't, you know, keep going in batches where you're like constantly take one off, put the next one on. You have to select what you're going to cook again, you have to select okay again, and you have to wait for it to preheat. Okay everyone, so I had to end up doing 3 batches, and we are done. Like I said, with the drip pan here, all I have to do is pull that out and just like rinse it off, pop off the grill, and just kind of rinse that off real good and put it in the dishwasher. But here we are, we have all of our chicken breasts. They are hot off the grill and they are ready. Now we only have 3 people currently in the household, and I think I cooked like 11 chicken breasts. They're kind of small, but the reason why I cook so much is because like I can take some of this chicken breast here and take it to work with me for lunch. I can make a salad and just cut some chicken breast up in there. So that's really why I cook like I'm cooking for an army. But I am waiting on my sweet potatoes. I have made my sauce, and we are about to get everything ready. And let me just tell you guys, if you are thinking undecided about what you're going to cook for Valentine's Day, this will really be a great option. I'll go ahead and get everything set up, and then I'll let you see the final product. Okay everyone, so our grill is cleaned and ready to be put back in the pantry. Overall, I do think this is a great investment for me. I love the Autosense about it. I don't have to keep lifting up the grill every few minutes to check. I just kind of go off of the beep that it gives me. But the only cons that I can say that I'm not a big fan of is the fact that you have to keep preheating it after each batch, and it takes roughly about 3 to 5 minutes. And also I would prefer just a little bit more cooking space so that I can get more of the food in you know, just like 1 or 2 times in the batches. And also the fact right here is when you clean it off on the top, when you're cleaning it off with a wet dishcloth, it leaves a lot of smudges and, you know, like the traces of the dishcloth. So you do have to like take a dry cloth and just kind of dry the top off so that it doesn't look all smudged up. But other than that, I love it. I've tried a lot of the preset options, and I just am really pleased with it, and I think it's a good investment for me. It is really quick when I come in the evening time after work. You know, if you want to get like a quick meal on, this is definitely the way to go. It really doesn't take long, and I also love the fact that you can go from freezer to the grill without having to thaw out This basically defrosted, so this was definitely a great investment. Like I said, I'll leave the link below. I bought this from Williams-Sonoma, and I'll leave that link below, and I'll go ahead and let you see the setup for our dinner. Okay, so here is our Napa Grill Chicken duplicate of Longhorn Steakhouse using the All-Clad Autosense grill. We also have a half a sweet potato with cinnamon, nutmeg, brown sugar, and butter, and a nice garden salad. Now, like I said, if you are undecided about your Valentine's dinner for your special one, I think this would be very appropriate. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have, please make sure you share it with your family and friends. Also give me a thumbs up, and please subscribe, and just let me know in the comments below if you go to Longhorn and try their Napa Grill Chicken. Let me know how you like it. Like I said, I think it's a great way to refuel after exercise, but I just think it's awesome. And again, thank you so much for watching. Until the next video, bye bye.